Back to the start, the Wyfold Challenge Cup, the Cox's Force for clubs. I'd like to welcome Adam Freeman-Pask. How are you doing, Adam?
Hello, Adrian. Thank you very much for having us. It's exciting to be back at Henley. The banks are filling up already. It's great, and this is a brilliant first race here. A bit of a London derby, this one, between Vesta Rowing Club and the Lea Rowing Club. Yeah, we've got Vesta Rowing Club on the Berkshire station on the left-hand side of the screen, and Lea Rowing Club on the right-hand side. Both these crews raced yesterday. Vesta beat Norwich Rowing Club by 4 lengths, so quite comfortably, and Lea beat Maidstone Invicta by 2 lengths. And Lea have gone off like a rocket there, haven't they? I mean, you can always spot the Lea Rowing Club with their bright orange kit there, can't you? And the Lea were quite quick to the barrier yesterday in 2:08, fair bit 4 seconds quicker than Vesta yesterday. But this looks like a fairly healthy lead from the Lea Rowing Club already, doesn't it?
Yeah, really. I mean, really aggressive, and they're finding the rate quite easy and generated a lot of boat speed. Kind of harps back to the crews in the 90s that the Lea had that were winning here at Henley. They were also crews that tended to lead out hard.
Yeah, they really. Yeah, it looks, as you say, it looks like they've really got that sort of plate up and spinning, and they're just tapping it along there, lovely there.
Yeah, the Lea, one of the top crew. It's their top crew actually in the club in the whole regatta. So this is their first boat, as it were, and they've decided to focus on the Wyfolds. They've done quite a bit of racing during the year, and they look well drilled, don't they?
Yeah, they do look very smooth. So obviously it's the Lea Rowing Club rowing up on the River Lea, up in Hackney, northeast of London. This crew will have been training sort of side by side with their Forley quad and their other crews, but I think they've been mostly on the Docklands doing their training, and they definitely look very racy here, don't they?
Yeah, we saw it in the the Kingston Rowing Club, they put down on their programme that actually Kingston Rowing Club and the Lea have done a lot of match training together during the lockdown, sort of to have some competition because there was no racing, and it's paying off, isn't it?
It has really paid off. They look well drilled there. Beautiful shot there from overhead. You can see the nice symmetry between the oars. They make it look easy, don't they? That these guys, they're not taking it easily. They're obviously putting a lot of pressure and power down here.
So, what do you think the difference is, or what is good about this way this Cox's 4 is racing?
I think the smoothness, so the way the bodies are moving as that's coming towards the camera angle. There's nothing really that sort of jars you or catches you or looks out of place. It just looks very natural, doesn't it? I think that's the first observation. I think if you want to break it down technically, I think they are, they're looking very well sequenced there, aren't they? So a nice solid leg push, and then hanging for a long time off the handle, really.
So what do you think the point is? What's quite obvious for people who don't necessarily know, in the middle, the 2 guys are on the same side. So why do you do that?
That's a good observation. I thought you were going to ask me about the drinking straws as well, actually, but that's another thing we'll come on to. It's not for their lemonades or for their
pims.
For their pims, yeah. But no, yeah, that's what people would call a bucket rig, isn't it? Having those 2 in the middle there. So there's a sort of an idea here that you're sort of sharing the different sort of forces on the boat a bit more evenly if you have a bucket rig like that. But some people say it can be harder to row behind for the bowman, so the guy up in the bow seat there.
So here we have the Vesta Rowing Club aiming towards the booms a bit. Hopefully they sort that out quite quickly. Vesta Rowing Club has been rowing here since 1906 until winning since 1906 to 1981. So the last time they won, Lea had never even won here yet. And their first win was 2 years after Vesta's last win. So quite different clubs. It's
quite a long old history, isn't it? And I think for Vesta as well, that they've got that long period of being a strong club in the UK rowing circuit. But I mean, this year it's impressive how much depth they've got as well. I mean, they've got 5/8 racing as well, so that's a big club, and it's great to see them have that many athletes going through their doors.
It's amazing to think they've got that many. They're across the road from Thames, who have 11 crews. So the club rowing is pretty strong down in Putney.
Yeah, well, London all round here, haven't we? We've got two London crews here duking it out to be the best in London.
And the East End boys seem to be doing the job today. So as we come to the finish line here, Lea Rowing Club in the heat of the Wyfold Challenge Cup. Crossing the line, clear water up on Vesta Rowing Club from Putney. And that was the London Derby, was won by Lea Rowing Club here in the orange.